In today's GTA video, we will be going through the entire event, and pretty similar to the last event week, this one is not too much different. It is quite easily a really bad event, but there might be still some good stuff that you want to try and do. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. To begin with, this event will be lasting until July 30th, with the new event being expected on the 31st. And I'm not going to lie, after looking through this entire event, this date cannot come fast enough. The first thing that we have is a special clothing unlock, because there will be a new adversary mode. So if you guys complete a session of the Cayo Motor Wars, you will get the gold gun necklace. And to show you what this looks like, I do think this looks really nice. However, if you guys don't like playing adversary modes, or are strictly a solo player, you will not be able to get this any other way. And to quickly mention this new adversary mode, we did hear about this a while ago in GTA, and if you guys have never played Motor Wars before, it is pretty much GTA Online's take on a battle royale. So having this on the Cayo Island will be really cool. Even if you guys do play solo a lot, I would probably still recommend trying to play this, maybe at least once. I think it could definitely be a fun time, and this gold gun necklace does look really nice, and you don't even have to win at this adversary mode to get this. I think that's pretty cool. Now to get into the main parts of this event, we first off have the weekly challenge. You need to complete 3 safeguard deliveries to get $100,000. It wasn't too long ago when the safeguard deliveries were added into the game, and I believe we also had the same weekly challenge, so this should be really easy. You want to head over to one of the locations, either the Bobcat security delivery or the group 6 delivery. Complete 3 of them, you will obviously get paid for the deliveries as well, and get that bonus $100,000. I would always recommend completing the weekly challenges as soon as the event week refreshes. Just get them out of the way as fast as possible. Now for some bonus money, we have a 3 times money and RP bonus on the buried stashes, the treasure chests, and the featured series. So having a 3 times bonus is actually quite good. However, the things with the bonuses are not too good, which is why I think this event week isn't the best. And I think what makes it even worse is the fact that these things are a daily collectible. It is not something like a business what you guys can just keep playing. Obviously the featured series is something that you could always do. And to go over these featured series, we can see them all on screen here. So these are all adversary modes. So if you guys like playing adversary modes, this will be a really solid event. 3 times money on all of these things. And of course that new Cayo Motor Wars adversary mode. And the new adversary mode also has some double money and RP all the way up until August 6th. It will also have that 4 times bonus for GTA Plus members. I don't know about you guys, but I barely play adversary modes. I don't think they are that good, but with the bonus money and even the clothing unlock, I might have to play it at least once, especially because it is a Motor Wars one. It could potentially be really fun. Now onto some discounts, we have a 40% off all of these vehicles. I do actually think this event is probably the best one recently for discounts. We have some really nice ones. We have the half track, even the anti-aircraft trailer. If you guys have done the bunker research, you could put on one of the best weapons in the game for the anti-aircraft trailer, and it pretty much destroys everything in 2 shots. Even things like the Terabyte. The Stinger TT is here as well, and I believe this is the one that Rockstar changed the name of. If you guys remember the old Stinger TT, it used to be called the GTO Stinger TT or something, and Rockstar just simplified it. So having a 40% off this one is really nice. It can also have the Amani tech and HSW upgrades. After these discounts, we then have the gun van, where you can get a 50% off the service carbine and a 40% off for GTA Plus members on the compact EMP launcher. If you still do not have this service carbine, this is really nice. It is easily one of the better rifles. It shoots really fast and it has some really nice damage along with that. Ever since the service carbine was released, it has pretty much been my go-to weapon. It is honestly just so effective. Next up, we have the new FIB Priority File, and for this week it will be the black box file. I always say this in these event week videos, but I always recommend completing these if you guys have the garment factory, especially when the event weeks are pretty bad or there is some things that you don't want to do, like the bonus money. Another way that you can make money from the event will be the Salvage robberies, which have also refreshed. For this week, we have a top tier vehicle and then 2 standard tier vehicles. So completing these should get you guys just around $1 million, potentially maybe just a little bit over if you complete the bonus challenges. And I always think in these really bad event weeks, FIB files and Salvage robberies are just so useful. At least you can make some money from the event. And in terms of the bonus money, I would probably just recommend either playing them things once or instead just focusing on the FIB file and Salvage robberies. Next up for our new free vehicles, we first of all have the Lucky Wheel podium vehicle, which is the Granger 3600 LX. If you guys like the look of this one and want to get it for completely free, just spin the Lucky Wheel. And remember, if you have GTA Plus, you can spin the wheel twice every single day. The second free vehicle vehicle will be inside the LS car meet, and I definitely think this one is the best. This will be the Karen Sultan Classic. If you want to get this one for free, you need to place top 4 in the LS car meet series for 4 days in a row. So a little bit annoying with it being 4 days in a row, but even still, I think that is worth it. I don't think it's anything essential, so if you guys do not manage to get this for the entire week, I would not be too bothered. There has been many better vehicles at the LS car meet. For example, the last event week probably had the better one in the Infernus Classic, but as always, it really comes down to your personal preference. Next up, inside Simeone's Autoshop, we have all of these returning cars and also a bike. We have seen these ones before in different events. In my opinion, I would recommend just test driving them, and the only one that I would probably buy would be the JB700. Other than that, I don't really think any of these ones are that worth it, but just remember, because they are returning, it will make these vehicles rare. Moving over to the Luxury Autos dealership, we have the Impaler LX and the Firebolt ASP. Just like the free vehicles, I think that you guys could probably just skip these ones. Obviously, you cannot test drive them, and it's not like these two vehicles are rare or anything, so you will not be missing out if you skip them. The only thing that you might miss out on here is the different customization. For example, sometimes these two vehicles inside the Luxury Autos dealership do have some different customization options already applied, which can make the vehicles look really nice and unique. Now, the second place where you can also find some returning cars will be inside the LS Car Meet Test Track. We have these 3 returning cars and the Issy Rally for the HSW test ride. So once again, I don't think these things are that good, and it really ties into this event week being kind of bad, but just remember, like Simeone's Auto Shop, I would highly suggest test driving them first if you plan to buy one of them. I think the only one that I would probably go for would be the Vapid Bullet. The Issy Rally as the HSW test ride might also be worth considering, or at least test driving, but yeah, I do think these things are pretty awful. And now for the final thing, we have our time trials. This is another thing that I always suggest trying to do every single event week, no matter what. The new premium race this week is called Arms Race, the standard time trial is Casino, and the HSW time trial is North Chumash to Palomino Highlands. So overall, I don't really like this event. It is pretty similar to the last event week, if not worse. I really wish there was a bonus money on some business, or at the very least, at least one drip-fed vehicle. But to actually mention some new things, of course, we do have the Cayo Pre-Code Motor Wars, so I'm glad that something new at least is in this event. And with that double money and RP bonus, or 4 times money with GTA Plus, it honestly might be worthwhile playing. But yeah guys, that will do it for this video. Let me know what you think about this event. What do you guys think is the best possible thing? Maybe you like this 3 times money on these adversary modes, or maybe even the discounts really catch your eye. But yeah, as usual, if you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in any way, shape or form, make sure to leave a like. I always appreciate your support. And if you are new here and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.